Hey everybody, Ron the Future here. I do have a few errands to run today, and then I'm going to come back real quick, and then I'm going to work on a few projects, and I'll show you a few cool cars, okay? So stay tuned, and I will be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. So I'm doing a video today. I'm going to show you two diecast cars that I have showed in the past. I've done past videos on them, but I do get a lot of questions. Ron, how do you clean your cars? Because a lot of you know they sit out on display. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I personally clean my diecast big cars. Okay? All right, stay tuned. Okay, everybody, so I'm back. So I have a couple cars here that some of you might have seen, some of you might not have. And I did show these in past videos before this year. My 55 Chevy, 1/18 scale diecast, and my 56 Chevy here. So I grabbed these cars to show you because they're a little bit dusty because they've been sitting out on my dresser. And I wanted to show you how I clean these cars. So first of all, the doors and hood, the hood does open on this one. For those of you who haven't seen my past videos on my Chevys, the cool engine compartment there, all detailed pretty good. The trunk don't open, but the doors do. So we'll just go ahead and close this here. And these are really heavy. They're weighted down really good, real good quality. So anyway, so how I like to clean these, of course, this is just, house dust. It's not like they're sitting in a garage or in a barn, of course they wouldn't be sitting outside. This is just light dust that's in the house. So what I do, I use a Swiffer. So a lot of you should know what a Swiffer is. So now the trick is here, like on this Chevy here, you got the hood ornament right there. You got the side mirror here. And then, you got the corners of the bumpers, like right there. The Swiffer likes to get caught on the bumpers and like the hood ornament right there. Not on this Chevy, but on other cars, I've torn off the hood ornament with the Swiffer. And then I have to glue it back. I don't like to go back and refix things, on cars. I don't mind building them and stuff, but it's just a waste of time for me to go back, and do repairs if I don't have to. So what I do, I get a Swiffer. I usually start with the top. Just give it a light swift. Then I go down to the trunk just to get the heavy dust off. I dusted these not too long ago, so there's not too much dust. In the Swiffer, it's really soft. I'm sure you guys know what Swiffers are, so I really won't scratch the paint. The paint on these cars, they paint them really, really nice. It's like a real car. So depending where the item is that might get torn off, like the side mirror here, I kind of go one way very lightly. I barely press, and the door handle too. That might not come off. That's on pretty good. Then as I go away from the car, then I can go a little harder, watching that corner bumper there. Then I'll come back, trying to film this while cleaning the car. Never done that before. So I come back, finish that fender off. Then what I'll do, I'll start at the top, then I'll come down, and then I go around the hood ornament. Kind of like that. And then if I'm feeling lucky, I'll go over it. I'll brush over it lightly. Or if I'm not feeling lucky, I'll put the Swiffer down, and I'll use a nice white cloth. Like a lot of times I'll use my old white t-shirts, I'll save them and then I'll cut them into squares like this. So what I'll do, put in my hand something like this. So go back over, and then I'll go around the hood ornament and then over it a little bit, very, very carefully. On this Chevy, I usually I'll go over it just a little bit like that, because this hood ornament is pretty big, pretty hefty. But on a few of my other cars, they're a lot smaller in scale, and the hood ornament is very tiny and very delicate. You barely touch it with your finger and it can fall off. So with these Chevys here, I'm not too worried about the hood ornaments because they're on there pretty good. So usually I feel pretty lucky and dust over them. And then the front, I just kind of do like a back and forth shake movement because the front on most cars have a lot of obstacles, hood ornaments, bumpers, the grille, sometimes bumper guards, these things right here that can get caught on the Swiffer and rip parts off. So sometimes I just do like a light motion like that. Then I'll come back, I'll do the tires, the rims, the back end, and of course the other side. So that gives you an idea. Then I'll finish off with one time over the top, kind of like that. I'll do the other Chevy real quick while I have it out. So yeah, I was getting a lot of questions on that, how I clean my cars. And the Hot Wheels is pretty much the same way. Excuse me. Losing my voice today. So the Hot Wheels is pretty much the same way. So here's the back end of the 55 right here. So I'll just go over it. Excuse me. So anyway, again, on the back end, you know, you have the tail lights, license plate, you got the exhaust system, the chrome tips there. So then again, with the 56 Chevy, I'll just start from the hood, go down to the back end. Like I said, same thing with the Hot Wheels or littler cars, but the Hot Wheels, there's no hood ornaments and bumpers to catch on usually. So I like to get the front windshield, the back window pretty good. So then I come back down with that side-to-side motion. And again, I don't like to stick the Swiffer right in the back end or the front end, because again, you have all those obstacles. Your trunk ornaments, license plate, tail lights, everything like I just said. Again, these cars are pretty sturdy and built very good, but some of my model cars that I've built and other die casts, they're not so sturdy and the parts will come off a lot more easier. So again, I don't press too hard. I just press very lightly and just get a little side-to-side Swiffer action going there. And that's about it. And again, back to the sides. So you got to watch that mirror. That side mirror, that'll rip right off. So first I just kind of go around it. Get the tires and the rims. Then I'll go back to the mirror, like I did the hood ornament, and just lightly again, that side-to-side movement. And that's about what I do. It's really easy. You just have to concentrate and pay attention. You can't be thinking of anything else. It's like that hood ornament right there. Now see, I can go one forward like that, and if I was to come up and go this way, I'll catch it and rip it right off. So that's what you want to avoid. So you want to go in one motion away from where it can get caught. The Swiffer or rag can get caught. Or again, you could put the Swiffer down, grab your rag. Like I said, I like to use a white, like an old t-shirt. Nothing with print on it, because the print if it's thick enough, it might scratch, so I use a plain white t-shirt. And very delicately just clean around the hood ornament. And so on. So for those of you who have trouble cleaning your cars or are afraid because of the obstacles, maybe this will help you. And if your car is too dusty, what you'll want to do so you don't scratch the nice paint, you'll want to get a rag like this and wet it first. I'm not going to do it on here because these cars were just a little bit dusty. So you wet this, dampen it, squeeze it out. Then you go over the car like this, damp. You'll want another rag, or don't wet the rag all the way. Maybe wet like half of it. Then keep this end dry. Then you could do just one section at a time. So you can wet the rag, wipe the top of the fenders, wipe all the hood, top of the other fender, all the front end, then turn it over or grab another rag that's dry and then go over it and clean it. You have to go kind of fast so you don't leave water streaks and watermarks. But I try to dust my cars where I don't have to use a wet rag like that. It's dry, but if I were to wet it. So I try, like I said, they're in the house. The house does get dusty, and like I said, they're not sitting outside. They're not sitting in a barn, so they don't get mud on them and really, really heavy dirt and then water dripped on them, like say in a leaky barn or something. So if they're just a little bit dusty, you just get yourself a Swiffer. Most stores should have them. I get mine at Walmart, and you just Swiffer your car. Like I said, any size, Hot Wheels, big diecast, whatever you want to clean. So I hope that helps you guys out there. And this is the easiest, fastest, and best way I know to clean a car, little model cars. Okay? So let me know what you think. Let me know how you clean your cars. And the same for the interior too. I don't do the interiors that much because they really don't get dirty. Unless it's a convertible, then again, I'll use the Swiffer. Like say this is a convertible. And I'll just start, cleaning the seats, the dashboard. Just be very careful not to rip any parts off. So that's about it. Let me know if that helps you. And so now you guys know how I clean my model cars and Hot Wheels and my big diecast cars. All right. So I hope this helps you guys. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you guys next time.